The bride going above and beyond to prove her purity promise, gifting her dad with a certificate in the middle of her wedding.
I presented the certificate from my doctor that I was still a virgin.
Now the bride, her new husband, and her parents speaking out only to GMA. So much support and backlash. Candace Cameron Bure.
First up, the couple sparking a big debate this morning over purity promises. Now they're speaking out about it only on GMA.
Hey, welcome back to GMA. Time now for the Heat Index and this morning's Hot Button. The young bride had presented her father with a, quote, certificate of purity at her wedding. The story has been shared by so many people online. The couple's getting a lot of criticism, a lot of support as well. And Nightline anchor Juju Chang takes a look at the debate.
We've all heard of purity balls, where young girls promise their dads they'll remain virgins until marriage. But 22-year-old Breland Bowman took it one step further.
I do have a special presentation.
Surprising her father, a pastor, with a framed certificate of purity in front of 600 wedding guests and her groom.
I really want to just prove to him at another level that, Dad, your word is good and my word is good, and we did it.
For her to be able to accomplish something, especially in a society where it is so sexually driven, it was an exciting moment.
The document signed by Breland and her doctor verifying her virginity, reading in part, "To show how I have honored God and my earthly father in my body by maintaining my purity."
Even though it was something that was presented to her, it was still her choice.
Her wedding post going viral online with thousands commenting, some negative. One writing, "Why on earth is she presenting such a certificate to her father?" Another, "How sexist is it that we're giving women away to their husbands as some sort of prize? Where is his certificate?" Her husband, 28-year-old Tim Bowman, also a virgin until marriage, says the negativity didn't shake their faith.
To see people support and people have issues with it, I think it's an empowering thing.
The couple, who dated for 3 years, admits it wasn't easy.
And I've dated, people and gotten situations where I've come close to not doing what I said I was going to do, but
I don't want to hear that. Couldn't be any more happy, more proud. My wife is amazing.
And one more thing.
We're not virgins anymore.
For Good Morning America, Juju Chang, ABC News, New York.
Oh, we know there's a lot of reaction out there. Candace Cameron Bure is here, co-host of The View. I know you guys talked about it yesterday, and I guess it's a certificate that's got everybody upset.
Yeah, it's definitely a little more unusual. I haven't heard of anyone doing this. I think it's fair to point out there are a lot of people that wait. There are more virgins out there than we realize, but most of them don't share it on social media, and I think it's not out of embarrassment, but because it is a private thing, and for a lot of people it is to honor that relationship with God, and in her case as well to honor her
Oh yeah,
parents.
their convictions are great. It's just the idea of having that stamp of approval, I guess.
Yeah, I think this was a way that she felt really proud of it. It was a way for her to share her testimony. I don't
she
think
wants
this
to be an
is
example.
She wants to be an example.
Speak out.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a good way? Is she achieving that?
She has all of us talking. I think she's going to be used as an example for people that won't be ashamed or feel uncomfortable talking about waiting. So I do think it was good.
I think the issue is for a lot of people, though, the double standard, because you didn't see him, even though he saved himself, present a certificate to his father, and it's this idea of being property and saying, look, I'm not damaged goods.
I didn't see it that way. I understand it, but I think this really came down to the relationship between her and her parents and her
you
new
don't
husband.
see men doing this.
You don't, because again,
of
it's a personal choice. He may not have felt he needed to. For me and my kids, and choosing to teach abstinence and hoping they wait, whether or not they make that decision is totally up to them. But I would not want the certificate presented to me. I don't need to know that. It really is about
So
them.
you don't see a trend coming here?
I don't, but I think she's given a really great testimony.
Oh, and they're lovely people too. They look great. Candace, thanks a lot for coming in. You can see her and the rest of the gang on The View weekdays at 11 Eastern, 10 Central and Pacific.
Great to see you, Candace. And next up in our Heat Index, our series on modern parenting.